it's hard to keep everything together emotionally.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't believe that I have any more tears left.
Okay.
It's been a hard year.
Where'd you leave your tears at? Like, where did you have them? Where did you last see them, Daryl? I don't got no tears left. I left them all in my other suit. Hey, y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. And another day, another Daryl. Okay? So, Daryl is up in court today trying to stall like he's never stalled before. Oh, he's never stalled as much as he's stalling today. Oh, I'll take it back. He stalled every day. For sure. He thought he was going to stretch this on out, stretch it on out. You know what I'm saying? Or annoy the judge enough where she would just decide to let him go just out of frustration. So this is going to run into Daryl giving his closing statement. Okay. And, cause hilarious. That's why. Cause hilarious. Because a Daryl do be hilarious. Yes. So let's see what's going on. What's going on, Daryl? What's popping? What are you going to say to this jury? You know what I'm saying? Is you gonna be stern, okay, or is you gonna kiss up? Me's thinking you gonna kiss up, and that's gonna be funny to watch. So let's see.
For the record, may I respectfully request a written judicial finding of facts and conclusion of law on this issue, Your Honor. For the record, may I respectfully move for interlocutory declaratory appeal on this matter.
I'm not the court to address that.
Wrong.
For the record, may I move to stay these proceedings until this instant matter is adjudicated by a court of competent jurisdiction, which this court has no subject matter jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, go on and scratch your beard, Daryl. It's a piece of pen. Daryl feels sophisticated with his little pen in his hand. He's like, look, I'm here taking notes. Y'all ain't gonna put me up underneath of this here prison.
Based on what law or fact?
All rise for the jury, please.
Based on what law or fact?
It's the moment when you just feel powerful your whole life, but only because you harass people enough where they back down just to get you to go away. And then you start to feel like it was the power. You were just so powerful that you were smart, and they couldn't like debate with you about what you was saying. So they gave up because you were right. That's what you thought. But really it was like, oh my God, just be quiet. Maybe he'll go away. That's your whole life, Daryl. That was your whole life. Everybody was saying the same thing. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Maybe he'll just go away. And then look, they dreamed, their wish came true. Off you go. 1,000 years. Okay.
Because I'm going to inform the jury of their power.
Okay.
They deserve to know.
You tell them what you want. You can even mail them a letter from the prison. You don't have to stop just because you went away. You can mail out letters, okay, about their thing that you want to tell them about so much. Because you want them to know what their power is. You want them to feel powerful, but not powerful enough to dodge your vehicle though, right? You know what? Daryl? There ain't a place deep enough for you. There ain't one, but we tried real hard to get as deep as we could, didn't we? Got them 1,000 years underneath the prison. I mean, that's pretty deep, if you ask me. Is you nervous, Daryl? Is you nervous? You look nervous. And funny looking, too. You look funny looking and nervous. Your hairline is giving peninsula. Oh, it's the peninsula. How your shirt so big but so tight around your neck? How's that happening?
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Yeah, sit down, y'all. Better get this man. You better get this here
Mr.
work,
Brooks,
honey.
your closing argument, please.
Good afternoon. It's been a long day.
Yeah, because of you.
First off, I'd just like to start by letting you guys know that it's a lot of information that you guys should be privy to, I believe.
Like what? Tell us.
And
Tell us about it. Maybe we'll let you go.
One thing that I believe that you have not been privy to
Tell us about the
is the
privy.
truth of your rights and your duties
What? We got rights, you say?
being the jury.
Nice.
The fact
What?
that you and you alone have the power,
What?
not well-prepared DAs with well-prepared and clearly rehearsed speeches and exhibits. And
Yeah, prepared. Prepared is a thing, Daryl. I know you just, just are you just above it all. But I know it's weird to think that Daryl's so above it all because he's so little. He's so short. Somehow he's above it all. But he is. He somehow managed to be both of those things at the same time. He did.
and a lot of theatrics, frankly, not the judge.
Oh,
You and you alone.
that's a funny point you make. You and you alone. And this is why I always say, Daryl did not know that the judge was going to get to pick his punishment. He didn't know until the last minute. Okay. He did not know until the last minute. He was standing there in that orange. Okay. When she freed the jury, when she let them go, after they found him guilty, because they did, they found him nice and extra guilty. Okay. 1,000 layers of guilty. Okay. When she let them go and they hadn't said what his punishment was when he started to figure it out. Wait, I thought they were the ones that picked my punishment. Oh God. Wait, who does it then? It's the judge. The one that you said ain't have no power just now. Interesting.
Have the power. You and you alone.
Oh no.
Decide
Judge too.
what is truth and what isn't true.
No, the judge. The judge got it.
You should be informed that you have the power to nullify any law that you don't agree with.
Objection. Move to strike misstatement.
Sustain.
What law do you think that he thought that they were going to be like, oh wait, yeah, no, I don't like that there's a law about, running over children. I don't like that. That's not right for the Constitution and stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't know that we could just decide we could change it. You know what I'm saying? And make it so that it's okay to run over the children. I didn't know that. But now that Daryl, King Daryl, Tall Daryl has told us, now we know. Let this man go. Bars. Okay? We got to let him go, y'all. He done put us up on game.
Objection.
I will strike from the record the last statement made by the defendant. The jury will disregard it.
Which is clearly what I've been saying.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you were saying? Oh. I was
I
wondering.
believe that not only is it fair, but it's essential that
It's the fairness for me,
you
y'all.
be privy to all knowledge.
Yeah.
Not knowledge that certain people feel that you should hear and shouldn't hear.
Oh, yeah.
Disguised under the
But you didn't want them to see your car, though. Look how I paused them, y'all. You didn't want them to see your car, though. You want them to be privy to all the information. Daryl, why you was trying to keep them away from the vehicle, okay? You didn't want them to go see that. But you want them to be privy to all the information. I think that you guys should be so privy. You look so privy today. I feel privy. Oh, so privy.
color of law.
I see the color of law when I'm thinking of you.
The fact of the matter is, just like I did with my opening statements, I don't have a well-prepared or rehearsed speech.
Which is a weird way to go when your whole life was on the line. Like I can imagine how you did in school. I imagine you never turned in a paper about anything. That never happened. No way. No way. Because preparing was never even something you contemplated ever. Because if you wasn't going to plan for this, You never planned for anything your whole life. You never prepared for anything. You never did homework. You ain't do nothing. You just been coasting. And then look at you, done coasted right through the parade. And now here you are. Thinking that you're smarter than everyone around you. Ye who ain't never opened a book. Till you got a hold of that paperback Bible that you pretend to read. I know those little quotes or those little Bible things that he be saying are just things he heard his mother say. Or his grandmother say once when he was a kid. It ain't from him reading.
I didn't look in the mirror and say certain points to myself over and over again to make sure I have them right or anything like that.
Ain't that something? To make sure I didn't check, for mistakes, or errors or lies. I didn't do none of that.
Chosen to speak from the heart.
Oh, and y'all know how good my heart is. I mean, I got the biggest heart. I know you can't tell by my stature, but I have a very large heart, maybe too large. And the doctor would be concerned if I ever saw one.
In my opening statements, and now I'm going to speak from the heart.
Okay, go ahead. Speak from that thing. See what come out. Dust.
What you won't hear me do is argue facts.
Because you can't. Oh.
And the reason you won't hear me argue facts.
Why? Because why?
Is because I believe that it takes away from what should be recognized.
Which is?
The tragedy of this event.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
It should be recognized.
Yeah, it should be.
Trying to argue.
Daryl, you're here because of the event. I mean, I don't think enough attention has been put on the thing that really matters. The parade that I drove through. Like, I don't think that people are talking about that enough. I think we're too focused on putting me away and not focused on enough why y'all putting me away, Daryl, it's a miracle these people are not talking in the back. Like, I the whole time I watched this, I can tell you, it's shocking. It's shocking. The outbursts. Where are the outbursts? Why are people not throwing things?
Argue facts of this, facts of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna waste your time doing that.
You ain't? Okay, good for you. Congratulations. Come on, Daryl.
It's a little emotional.
Is you emotional?
I apologize for the long pause.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you was passing gas, but I guess you was. It was a grief. It was a grief pause. I get it. Oh my God, Daryl.
It's hard to keep everything together emotionally.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't believe that I have any more tears left.
Okay.
It's been a hard year.
Where'd you leave your tears at? Like, where did you have them? Like, where did you last see them, Daryl? I don't got no tears left. I left them all in my other suit. Daryl, when did you cry? Like, what day was that? Like, what time was it? And who hit you in the eye to make that happen? Like, because, I mean, that's the only thing that's going to make a Daryl cry. Oh, my gosh. Ain't that something? Oh, my God. He ain't shit.
For the families, mostly.
Oh, my God.
And that should not be lost on anyone. It shouldn't be taken away.
Ain't nobody taking it away. That's you.
I said it before
taking
and
you
I'll
away.
say it again. It's a lot of people that are healing, that are attempting to heal.
Yeah. And here you are. Here you are talking cash shit and shrugging your shoulders when they say their piece, their last little piece of thing to say to you. You in here shrugging your shoulders and rolling your eyes. Oh, but their feelings and their healing should be taken into account. Is that right, Daryl? Is that right? The worst, honey.
That opens the door to talk about forgiveness for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about forgiveness.
With every healing process, there comes a forgiving process.
Oh, who they supposed to forgive?
It's not an easy thing for anyone.
Come on. Who they forgiving?
Which you've been hearing from the prosecution,
Uh-huh.
and not to take anything away from them, but
Uh-huh.
let's call it what it is. You've been hearing a lot of rerun. Same things over and over and over. No
Yeah.
different than
Yeah, them facts, they keep coming up, don't they, Daryl? Same thing for you. Your lies. You just keep telling the same lies over and over again. It's crazy. Just repetition.
when you turn on the radio and you first hear that song that you don't like when you first hear it.
Uh-huh. He talking about his album
They
now.
play it so much that eventually you start saying it, the words to yourself before you even realize it.
Uh-huh. Like what?
And then you sit and you go, I hate that song. Why am I singing it?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, Daryl, who is you talking to? Like,
That's what's been happening. Rerun. Over and over and
Yeah,
over
it's
and
rerun.
over and over and over.
yeah, okay.
Attempting to make things stick in your head that simply aren't true.
Oh my God, him using the word rerun, run. You don't need
Why do I say, what am I saying?
what? He said, "Why do I say? What am I saying?" Like, wait, was that a question or a statement? Like,
Say, look at the testimony.
look at them ears. Look at them.
Thing from the prosecution here has been intent.
Uh-huh.
We all know what's been said.
Mm-hmm.
We all know the picture that's been painted.
Uh-huh. Well, those were photographs, but okay.
Even the prosecution said themselves.
Mm-hmm. What they say?
How can you look in somebody's head and say, this is what they intended to do?
It's probably because of your hairline. They can see your brain through there. Like it's a pretty open window there you got going on. You got two great big open windows on top of your head. Like I think that's how they're able to see your thoughts inside your head. Yes, I think that's it. I just discovered.
You know, for a year,
Uh-huh. What you do for a year?
I've sat and gone through this.
Look at that lip, y'all. That is unfortunate.
Feeling so powerless.
Oh, she feel powerless? It's so funny. For somebody to feel so powerless, you've been talking shit this whole time. Like, usually when somebody feels powerless, they shrivel, you know. They shrink, you know. They just shrink down. But not Daryl. Daryl talks the most shit when he feels powerless. Because power is his only goal ever. And it's because him so little. That's why.
Letting other people run with the narratives.
With the narratives. Not the narratives. Okay. Narratives. Don't you be running around with them narratives. That's
Sit back
dangerous.
helpless
Like
while
sizzles.
other people paint a picture that has zero truth.
Well, how about the
Zero.
photographs? Did the photographs tell the truth? Those weren't
I
painted.
understand about healing myself,
Oh, do you?
tragedy, pain, all that.
Oh, okay. Oh, we gotta let him go, y'all. He
A lot of
understands.
it is no need to get into.
You can't put this man away when he understands.
I myself in my own life have had to do a lot of healing.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, good. That's wonderful. Proud of you.
As a man with children myself,
That I don't see and don't know me at all. Lucky them.
I find it hard to believe that anyone who's really had conversations with me, spent time around me,
Love you? Is that it?
would
Yeah.
think for
That's
one
weird.
second that this is an intentional act.
Yeah. Now that's opposite day. Okay. That's clearly a fucking lie because not a week or two, I think less than 2 weeks before this, you ran over your girlfriend's foot. So I'll be damned if she don't think you're capable of it. She experienced it herself before. Oh, how about your nephew that you shot at? I bet he could believe it. For sure he could believe it because he got a restraining order against you. So clearly Clearly, that's a lie. Okay. Yes, they think you're capable. That's why you got the restraining orders. That's why. Well, nobody would think I would do something like this.
I've never heard of someone intentionally trying to hurt someone while attempting to blow their horn.
Nice try, Daryl. It wasn't even you though, Daryl. Remember? Did you forget that you said it wasn't you? You was questioning whether they were sure for sure it was even you. And now all of a sudden, oh, are we in the horn defense now? Okay. I know you switch it up so fast, it's hard to keep track. It wasn't me. I blew the horn. It's Erica's fault.
Attempting to alert people of their presence.
Yeah, I let them know I was about to run them over. You know what I'm saying?
Which brings me to
their reflexes are not my problem. Is that it, Daryl?
Information that
oh my God.
I believe that you should have been privy to.
Oh my God. Like what? Like what? I wish the judge said, you know what? Hold on a second. Go ahead and tell them what the stuff is. Tell the jury the thing that you think that if they knew that they wouldn't put you underneath the prison. Go on, tell them.
And I'm sure that the prosecution will beg to differ.
They're going to beg to differ.
Mm-hmm.
What's the fact? We need the facts of the matter.
Vehicle in question. Make a model of 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Ford Escape.
Okay. Check.
The vehicle in question.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 2008, 2009, and 2010 of that model was in fact recalled.
Objection, misstatement of the facts. Facts not in evidence.
Was in fact.
Improper argument, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Was in fact recalled.
Okay, now what, Daryl?
Was in fact a class action lawsuit against Ford
Uh-huh.
for those model vehicles.
Sustained. The jury will disregard.
Information that you should have been privy to.
And they were. That came up. I don't know why you don't remember that coming up, but it did. They had a witness come in and explain exactly what the recall was for. How it did not fucking apply to you. And how you already drove over your girlfriend's foot like a couple weeks before. So if the factory recall was causing this, why were you still driving around in the car? Okay. Why? And it seemed to stop just fine when you pulled up on the side of Erica, just pointing it out. Okay. When you want, so basically the car is like you. Okay. It's still an extension of you. Okay. Because it stopped on a dime when Erica was on the side of that road and you stopped trying to get your hands on her. Oh, it stopped just fine then. Oh, that factory recall that problem wasn't happening then, huh? Oh, okay. Just checking.
That you weren't allowed to be privy to.
Uh-huh.
Why? I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Mm-hmm.
That information. Malfunctioning throttle bodies.
Okay.
Brooks, move on.
Yeah, move along
It's
there.
information that you should have been privy to. Vehicles that malfunction and accelerate not being able to be stopped.
Objection, that is
It's information.
inaccurate,
It's
Your Honor.
information.
Objection. Hold on.
Now he like, oh shit, I'm about to run with this. They about to let me go, okay? I'm out. Deuces. That's Daryl. He really thought he hit a home run with that. He was like, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the thing I've said that's gonna get me free. Yeah, okay. Okay, Daryl. Like we done got all the other evidence still. We done seen Erica on the stand. Talking about your crazy ass. Now it's the car's fault. It's Ford. It's Ford that did it. Okay?
Go ahead.
Move to strike statements by
Sorry
Mr.
for the
Brooks.
interruption.
They are facts not in evidence, Your Honor, and it's a complete misstatement.
Mm-hmm. Indeed it is.
Strike
How's it a
the-
misstatement when I have the information?
Mr. Brooks, move on.
This is information that I feel like you needed to know. You should have known.
Look, he's like, oh, good, I hit a nerve. I'll just keep harping on this. They'll have to keep interrupting, and then this thing can get dragged out a little bit more, because dragging it out was the mission for 1,000 years. Hopefully, he was like, if I drag this out for 1,000 years, I can call time served when it's over. You know. Well, we've been in the courtroom for 1,000 years, so you guys to let me go now.
Information that was
Joke's on you, Daryl.
why? To prove a case?
Yeah. Yeah.
Information that you definitely should have been privy to.
Yeah, here we go to privy again. It's them privileges. No more for you, Daryl. No more. Come on, Daryl. What else?
DA says the defendant has
Oh, I hear a baby in the background. Listen.
utter disregard for human life. Utter disregard for human life.
Mm-hmm. Where your buddy going? Where he going? He just gonna walk out in the middle of your speech? Damn. The
Not realizing that
disrespect.
they're talking about someone that has children. Talking about someone that watched their children come out of the womb and be born into this world. Cut the umbilical cord.
You cut the umbilical cord? Damn. Who let Daryl near the scissors? Daryl, I don't know why you be telling them lies. If you were in the room when any of your kids were born, that would be the most of all the surprises that I've ever heard. Okay. There ain't no way in the world you showed up to a hospital. You was way too busy sitting somewhere talking about that baby ain't mine. She ain't getting a dime out of me because I ain't got no dimes. Okay, that's she thinks she gonna take all my money that I got from my mom for gas this morning, but she ain't gonna get it. Okay.
Held them before their mom even did.
Lies. Oh my God, the lies you tell, boy. You's a lie, honey. The truth
Moments
don't
that I'll
live
never
in
forget.
You ain't never gonna forget it.
And yet they say disregard, utter disregard for human life.
Do you think that no killers have children? I mean, some killers kill the children. Like I don't know. Why do you think that having a child it means that you can't like murk people? Like I don't know. He's like, y'all think that I don't care? I got kids. I mean, I don't care about my kids, but I have them, which proves that you got to let me up out of here. There's the math. I just did the math for you. You like my math? You got a big ass face, Daryl. Just saying. It's a lot of face for such a little body. Be bow body. Got more head than he got body.
They made reference to a rage.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did. They referenced the rage.
As if they were, or if this particular DA was right there, standing right there.
Oh, your buddy's back, Daryl. Look, he came back for you. He came back for you. He's going to rescue you. He's going to get you out of this.
As if this DA is a psychiatrist.
His thick ass glasses are going to see into the future. He's gonna time travel with you and take you to another time where you can get arrested, where you'll still be in jail. Yeah, that's what's so funny. If Daryl traveled in time, he'd still be in prison. He got 1,000 years, man. You travel forward in time, you still ain't gonna did but what, like you have 250 years or something under your belt. You still gonna be in there. Like you gonna be in there. Period.
I said to myself, with rage, what do you mean rage?
Oh yeah, you don't know what rage is? Oh my God, you on a regular Tuesday, Daryl? Is what
How
it
can you
is.
characterize that?
Yeah, how you know? How you know I was in rage?
How can you have the audacity
Yeah, where you get that audacity from? Can I get some?
to diagnose what someone's brain is? Where it's at, what it's thinking, why it thinks.
Where your brain at? I mean, we just know where it's at. It's inside that peasy head of yours that's sitting in the back of your gigantic face. Oh my God, look at this lip. You know what it is? Daryl got this tiny little bit of lip, but he got this big ass face, right? So the lip is too small to cover all the space, so the lip has to travel. So the lip travels from left to right, to left to right, to left. It can't cover all the space all at once, Did I solve it? I think I solved it. Stop looking at the camera, Daryl.
That's the way it does.
You're looking at the camera, y'all. Yeah, why does it happen the way that
It
it
makes
does?
references to blocks of no one being injured, but then says it's intentional.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
You add that up with the supposed rage, the supposed intent to harm and kill.
Yeah, add them together. What do you get? 1,000.
And it doesn't kick in until well within blocks.
Daryl thought he nailed it with that one. Yeah, no, you were dodging the people while there was space. But when there wasn't space, you were supposed to stop. Instead of stopping, you throttled it through the people. And that's how we got here. That's how we got here, Daryl. That's how we got here. Okay? You came here to assault Erica. You were unsuccessful because she had friends. Okay? And so you drove down this road and you just did whatever it is that you wanted to do at the time. You getting through this path was more important than anybody who was standing in front of it. And that's how you got here. Just in case you were wondering.
And maybe it's just me, but I would think
It is.
I was characterized as someone with this intent to kill and this rage and this anger.
And douchiness. Don't forget the douchiness.
Then why weren't people immediately harmed?
Oh my God.
Why was someone with intent to kill and rage try to alert people of their presence, repeatedly honk their horn? You heard a detective, if you recall, testify that
What was that? Why are you throwing your
the vehicle
eyes
that
at?
he observed was not only honking his horn, but was not speeding.
Hey Daryl, why don't you walk over to the jury and try to gain their trust with eye contact and engage them. Oh, that's right. You shackled to the table. I forgot.
So where does this rage kick in?
Oops.
Where does this insatiable intent to kill kick in?
Yeah, where'd it kick in at, Daryl? Oh my gosh.
They speak as someone who's known someone for years.
What of it? You gotta tell us, Daryl. We're not
Brings me
gonna
back
know.
to the vehicle. What if the vehicle
don't
couldn't
tell us.
stop because of the malfunction?
What if?
In fact, not in evidence.
What if?
What
What
if-
if?
The driver of the vehicle was unable to stop the vehicle.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What if it wasn't even me? What if Daryl was driving? Like yeah, he tried to blame it on somebody else at first. He was like, what if I wasn't driving though? He was trying to figure out if he could put Erica in that car. Like he's like, I wonder if I said that Erica was driving, like, could that work? Oh, Daryl.
Because of that fact, what if the driver may have panicked?
Oh my God, really?
Does that make the driver a crazed, or not crazed, a rage? Does that make the driver in a rage and intent on killing people?
Yes. You intended to kill the people to get away, even if it was in panic. In a panic, you ran over the people trying to get away. Same, okay? You made a choice. You chose your life over theirs. Okay? And they didn't attack you. Ergo, you're going to the prison, okay? What you calling it? Self-defense? Like they all were attacking you? They were just banging on your car, wasn't they? Oh my God. You know what? He's like, they ruined my car, you know? This ain't right. Cause Daryl, you know? Oh my gosh.
DA played a exhibit 17.
Mm-hmm. And what happened?
You don't see anyone struck in that vehicle. On that exhibit, you don't see anyone struck.
Hey Daryl, I don't know if you noticed this, but this case is not about that part. It's about the part where you got there to where the people were, like right before the band. Okay, like right about that area. That's what this is about. This ain't about you almost hitting that little girl. Because if you want to point out that where you were dodging people, talking about you wasn't driving fast. I don't know what part that cop's talking about, but that video I saw where you were driving, when you were driving around people, there was a little girl in pink dancing in the freaking street. If she had stumbled for whatever reason, because she's a kid and they stumble all the time. If she had stumbled and fell back, she would have been under your car. You flew by a child standing alone in the street. Like when I see a kid in the street, I stop completely because I don't trust that kid is going to not run out right in front of my car. Why would I trust that? My expectation is that it will free and willy-nilly run in front of the car, just expecting for everything to be okay because it's a kid. That's my thought process. I'm going to stop completely, do eye contact, the hand gestures to figure out what's going. Is you going to move over there or am I going to go forward? Like, you know. And once I can see they're standing still, making eye contact with me, they're all the way to the side and they are not moving, I will then super slow drive by. Because I don't trust that they might just think it's funny to just, like pretend even like they're going to jump out in the street. But then they pretend to jump out in the street and fucking fall. Like, I don't trust it. So, you drove past this little girl, flying past this little girl, just standing there. Not holding nobody's hand where they could snatch her out of the way. Nothing. She's just standing there jumping in the street, facing her parents and just kind of playing and jumping in the street. And you just zoomed by her. So yeah, nah, bro. What you selling ain't nobody buying.
Was someone who had this intent to kill.
Mm-hmm.
This rage.
Yep.
As she says. If that was their intent, wouldn't they have taken the opportunity to hit as many people as they could?
Mm-hmm. And he did.
Target people.
You did.
Mow down people.
Oh, yeah. Nice wording, Daryl. That's exactly what you did. Exactly what it looked like, too. Okay? Oh, my God. He's so dumb. He don't even realize. He's just visualizing it back up again for the jury to see what he done. Like, oh, my God. Did he really say Mo? I like to see the look on the jury's face.
This vehicle,
I imagine they look like this. I bet every juror has this look on their face.
damage.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about it, Daryl. We
Says
care.
this is all caused by bodies, but then later turns around and says hits barricades and other objects.
Yeah.
You've heard testimony about hearing loud crashes and things of that nature, but the DA wants you to believe that this all came from people. Evidence doesn't support that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it do. Because there's a video. They caught you on video driving by before you got to that place where you crashed. Okay. And that car was mangled in the front, pushed completely in the front. It was all that stuff had happened already. Okay. All that had happened. You did all of that already. That was from people. It was. And how would you know? You were inside of it. Okay. You were inside. Oh my gosh. This man drove his house through this fucking parade. He never, I don't even want to get into it again. He never even chose a defense, for God's sake. Was it the car's fault? Was it Erica's fault? Was it not you at all? Was it your homeboy? Like, what was it? Like, he never picked one. He just kind of went with all of them. It was like, it was all these things. It was me. It wasn't me. I honked the horn.
I go back to trying to wrap my head around everything that's happened in the last year.
My name ain't Daryl with capitals.
Praying for those families, praying for the people that tragically lost their life, because that should not be lost either. The fact that there was lives lost in all.
Who you preaching to? Like, who do you think has lost that part? Like, it's literally why you're here.
Emphasis has been put on the alleged defendant.
Hold up, that's so funny because I had just said that. It's like, he's like, I think we're just putting too much emphasis on me and not putting anything on. We need to be focused on the victims, you know. I think we've gotten distracted worrying about me and the prison. I think that we need to put some more focus back on, on the victims. That needs to be, addressed. We need to keep them in our memories. Let's stop thinking about me and me going to jail and my new relationship with Bubba. Let's stop, worrying about that, Oh my gosh. Daryl.
And the people have been disregarded.
No, they haven't.
Makes me wonder.
What did it make you wonder, Daryl?
Does the DA even care about those people?
Ooh, shots fired. That was supposed to trigger the defense to say something to stall. Operating take the bait. She like, whatever.
There's been prayers going up every day.
She like, say what you want, bro. You going to the prison, yo. Ooh.
It's been suffering on both sides.
Oh, on both sides? All right. Not both sides. Oh my God, Daryl. Really?
It's been threats, hate mail.
Uh-huh. And some other stuff you made up? Okay. What else?
Because of the narratives that's been put out there.
Oh, yeah. What's the narratives? Tell us about the narratives.
Misconceptions that have been put out there. The lies that's been put out there.
Uh-huh. What they lie about? Tell us.
Lies that have caused my children not to be able to go to school.
Oh, damn. That's messed up.
To be bullied.
Oh, did they get bullied? Doubt it.
For my mother to have to leave her home and stay at a hotel because she's afraid for her safety.
Oh, yeah? Is that what happened?
Because she gets hate mail shoved through her mailbox.
Man, that's messed up. She got a hole in her mailbox like that? Gotta fix that.
My nieces and nephews to fear for their safety.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like the one you tried to kill? Okay. He talking about his nephew that he shot at. That's what he's talking about. And what about my nephew that I almost killed? I didn't quite kill him. I tried to, but I didn't get him. I wasn't able to get him because my aim be bad.
And what's been equally hard.
Uh-huh.
It's not only having to answer the questions from my daughter, who was 7 at the time, my baby girl, who was 7 at the time, is now 8.
That you know of. You don't know that girl. Quit lying.
Attempting to answer her questions that she's asking.
Yeah, what happened?
And still continue to shield her from what she sees,
what
she hears.
How you do that? With your hand over her eyes? Oh, that's right. She in another state.
Having a newborn son.
Lies. Look at that. Who is this newborn son?
Been able to meet.
Ain't that some shit?
Haven't been able to hold, touch, kiss.
Yeah, like Jackson. You know what? If you don't get them lips away from that baby, I'ma need. Oh my God, Daryl, honey, what is wrong with you? Is what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking you. What is wrong with you? And who is this baby that you just made up? When Daryl was in the interrogation, he clearly said he had 3 kids. Okay. Carp said it 4 or 5 times. 3 kids. Daryl agreed and shook his head. There were 3 kids. Somehow, by the end of this trial, 5 kids is what Daryl was claiming. Okay. Where these other 2 kids come from is what I'm asking you. Like, where did they come from? Who are they? Do they exist? No. Oh, you know. What else, Daryl? Go on, say some more stupid stuff. Go ahead.
Having to navigate.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna find a tear?
Everything that comes with this whole situation.
We're gonna get us a tear? Give us a tear, Daryl. Just one. Just one.
I'm still attempting to wrap my head around it.
You know what? I'm gonna have to speed you up, Daryl, because you be talking slow, okay? Speed it up, boo. Speed it up.
I can't honestly say how many times I've sat in my cell.
Mm-hmm.
Especially during lights out, alone, where it's just you.
Uh-huh. And Bubba, got it?
And just been praying and asking myself, how could this happen?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Like, how did I end
Not
up
just
getting
for the
punished?
people.
You know the how. He wants to know how. He means how did he get caught? That's what he's talking about. How did I get caught? I was supposed to be invincible. I'm me. That's a narcissistic thought. You literally can't imagine that rules apply to you. It's like too much for you. It's like, wait, I mean, yeah, I did the thing, but I'm me though. I mean, who's going to be me if I'm not around? Clearly this is wrong. Something went wrong here. I'm supposed to be out no matter what I do because I'm necessary for everything and the world can't do anything without me. So me no understanding. This is, this is the narcissistic thought. Okay.
But for everybody involved, the community too, how could this happen? How?
Mm-hmm. Come on. The bottom of your cheek still looking dry. I'm gonna need you to push, Daryl, push. I think you can make one. I think you
The
can.
hardest questions you can ask
I
is
believe
those that
in
don't
you.
have answers.
Look at him. He crying for himself. He's so sad for
No matter how
himself.
much thinking you do, no matter how much you try to look at it from different perspectives and listen to other outside perspectives and listen to people that you trust and that you love.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Still coming up with nothing.
Damn. Nothing? Damn. Thought you'd have came up with something.
But to think for 1 second, one question I never had to ask
Mm-hmm.
was if this was intentional. That's something that I never asked once
I know, because you already knew and it didn't matter, huh?
because I know it wasn't.
Oh, is that why? Oh, okay. Thought it was something else. Oh, Daryl.
As a matter of fact, it never even crossed my mind to even attempt to ask myself that because I know it wasn't.
Oh, yeah? Did you know? Jesus, even with these.
And I know sometimes during this trial probably doesn't show.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe hard to believe.
Yep. Because it's a lie.
But trust me when I say no one outside of the families that had to go through this, no one's heart is more in pieces than mine.
We're going to stop it right there. Because, Daryl, you know what? You is wrong for that statement, honey. You are so very wrong for that statement. What is wrong with you? Nobody. Okay? Nobody. All right? Not a single buddy. Okay? It's more broken up about this. I'm in pieces. I know it looks like I'm just small, but this is just part of me. This is a piece of all the pieces that I'm in. You know, that's why it's so little. Daryl, you are partial. You are partial. Okay, you are a piece of man. Like your piece of pen, you are a piece of man. Okay, just a little piece of it, like a big toe. You're like a big toe of man, a man big toe, if you will. Okay. We gonna cut it out there, y'all. Okay. Cause Daryl be intolerable. That's why. Y'all behave, okay? Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, okay? Mama is creeping up on top of this 10,000. Okay, she's creeping on there. So she creep. Yeah. Okay. But I can't do it without you. I can't. I just can't. But mama love you. Yes, she do. Peace.